seconds until we get the show started. Remember, moderators, know the lock in over here. And you definitely have to hit that subscribe button and sit with us and chill with us and talk yo. Hey, hell, listen. And if anybody asks you what you're doing over here, around here, down here, please let them know. Don't hesitate to tell them that everything's allegedly. Even my name is allegedly. And y'all better be hitting the wine glass. Okay. I'm never giving this shirt away. Sorry, guys. I know you've seen this shirt with me over the years. We've done some iconic interviews in this shirt, but this shirt costs $200. Okay? It's a $200 shirt, and until it's got a hole, it rips. It ain't going nowhere, and I'm going to wear it as many times as I want. Okay? So listen, I know we're not in our studio as we normally are always. Okay, we are in a condo and we are downtown Mexico City on vacation for the next 2 weeks. And I also know that we are not streaming at our normal showtime. Matter of fact, I don't even think I promoted this show. That's why ain't nobody in here because I ain't even shared the link. But I'm going to share it while we're running ads and things like that. So listen, before we go to break, full show. All right. We got a full 2 shows today. We're going to be doing daytime hours while I'm on vacation because the kids are here at night and they're not going to let me work and putting them down for bed. They've been all past their bedtime. So we're just going to have to run this during the day until I'm back, in South Florida in my regular studio. Okay. So yes, I am working live from spring break vacation. Okay. So here's the thing. Full show. Definitely going to be talking about my sister is on TV. We famous, y'all. Listen, my cousin Pri, I was just on TikTok talking about this. My cousin Pri was on the Super Bowl field. She famous for being a side piece and a handler for Stephon Diggs. And now we got my mistress of a stepsister. She is solidifying her mistress position on television. Oh my God, who knew we would be this famous in the world? We're also going to be talking about Megan Thee Stallion having a health scare. Okay. Also going to be talking about RFK Jr., Tiger Woods, Angela Simmons on this show. And on the next show, boy, we got a full unwind on Vibes Cartel. His ex-girlfriend came to our platform to tell a little bit about the dynamic of their relationship and how he used her and how he met the new wife that got him out of jail. Okay, well, she went in. She's a little messy. Okay, we're also going to be discussing Wanye Morris from Boys II Men, as well as Brandy's relationship. Who else are we going to be discussing on TashaKLive.com? It's so many topics. It's a lot. And the older I get, the more I just got to have notes in front of me, or per se, in order to remember exactly what it is that we're talking about. And so on Tasha K Live as well, too, because you do have to have an app subscription. Taryn Manning and her girlfriend getting into an all trailer park down fight. Bad Baby's mama, her daughter going off again. We got some exclusive wine on YK Niece and Belly Gang and Lemmy and Scotty and much, much more on TashaKLive.com. But listen, guys, we're going to go ahead and roll the first ad. I'm going to go ahead and share the show to make sure everybody knows that we're live over here at this time because it's a new show time. Nobody's used to us being live over here. So that's why the views are low, but it's okay. People will call and catch up. They always do it anyway. Don't stop nothing over here, okay? And so in the meantime, you guys make sure you stay right here. Why am I overexposed looking like I bleach like Nene Leakes? We got some sponsors we need to brag about, which means Bowley Razor Glass 2. We'll be right back after the break. Let's go.
That is the number one reason Americans file for bankruptcy, and soon they're going to be reporting on your credit. And usually the medical debt is not your fault. If medical bills are overwhelming you, bankruptcy can stop the collection calls and get rid of the medical debt and allow you to focus on healing instead of worrying about being sued over medical debt. I'm Chad Van Horn, and if you're buried in medical debt, give me a call today and let's find a way out.
We don't get enough liquid D3. We don't get enough vitamin D. And so I personally have to supplement this particular vitamin D that I travel with all the time, and I make sure that I never run out of, is 10,000 IUs, gluten-free, vegetarian, as a vitamin E and vitamin C base. Okay, and so it's very highly absorbable. there are some fantastic reviews on shoptkdeals.com of women who claim that they couldn't even like lift their arms. And by taking vitamin D3, which helps your body to absorb calcium, and the calcium feeds the bones, they can now raise their arms, they're less pain and things like that.
You want another truth?
I do.
Kim was the best lover I ever had.
No man is going to marry you because they're never going to think that they're better than Cam. They'll f you, but they won't marry you just because you made that statement.
And what you don't have is a good nigga, because the shit that comes out of your mouth is wild. I can't even believe you're a wife. So how dare you?
A normal, healthy-minded, with great self-esteem 40-year-old woman wouldn't have allowed Cam to play with her the way that him and his boys play with you, like you were a dumb bird who didn't understand money or anything like that. He complimented you in the process to gaslight you, but he let his friends who knew you play with you. Where you going? Where's she going? Why she can't see him on her side, Jasmine? Why she can't see him on her side? Where'd you go?
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you the difference between me and when people are going to step into my platforms. All right?
Okay, all right, cool. I'm listening. All right, and we're back. Okay, listen, that interview is trending on TashaKLive.com. Y'all are getting y'all life with Cam's ex. I got mine too, because I was just like, is she for real? Is she really for real? Okay. So here's the thing. I know you guys are wondering, especially if you're coming in here right now, this is just a temporary showtime for now. I am on vacation in Mexico City for spring break with my son and my family. And so I'm not unable to go live at night. It'll be the same too for Friday for our, infamous Free Friday show. So we'll be going live during the day as opposed to at night, because we got loud kids in the house, and I'm sure y'all don't want them running back and forth, kicking soccer balls and stuff in these people's stuff. They can break their stuff, just not my house, okay? So they're able to jump on the couch and do everything they want here, just not in my house. Y'all know how it goes. Kids, y'all act like y'all know how to act like y'all at y'all house. It ain't going down. Let's see. Let me see what y'all talking about in the comments. Nikki Paul said that was a great interview. It sure was. And also, guys, my email is open. We're going to be doing a small Q&A today. And so it's something that we're doing during the show. So if you have a question about your love life, personal life, or an issue that you're going through, please email me. It comes directly to my phone so we can interject it into the show at unWineWithTashaK@gmail.com. That is unWineWithTashaK@gmail.com. And I got another announcement to make real quick. I'll wait to the end of the show. So just wait to the end of the show for this, because y'all gonna want to stick around for this one, okay? So just stay tuned for that. Real quick, RFK Jr. is finally out here sharing the diet that my grandmother used to cook for his ancestors. Never wanted to eat at my grandmama's house because she never put salt or anything in her food. The portions were always small when she cooked for wealthy white people. And their plates were predominantly salads and vegetables and things like that. They didn't eat cornbread, and they didn't eat pig feet and all that stuff, chitlins and fried pork chops. Not to say that they don't eat it, but the people, the elite people that my grandmother used to cook for. She also played with dolls and stuff. She had pins and stuff. Dolls, I don't know. I've never done that type of stuff before, but maybe I don't know if the dolls was for her or for them that was mistreating her, because she wore one of them white chef uniforms. I mean, she can make a whole cake that was not sweet, a swimming pool cake with the actual decorations of somebody jumping into the cake, and it looked like a pool, but the cake wouldn't have no sugar in it. And I'll be like, why is she cooking like this? But then when she cooked for us, and every Sunday we dreaded going over her house eating, because we knew the food didn't have no flavor. And the whole time she was right. The whole time she was right. Now, she didn't necessarily live by what she was taught to prep, because she was a professional chef for these elite white people in Panama City, Florida. But she was on to something, okay? And these people were elderly. They weren't fat. They came for money and stuff, and they didn't have a lot of illnesses that plagued our community in our 30s, because we got people in their 20s now with heart disease and and cancer and all types of stuff, high blood pressure and thyroid problems, things that we never saw before because, we just eating anything and whenever and whatever we want. And primarily due to, in my opinion, the federal government educating the public on what they're supposed to eat. Because remember, the food groups was like, you eat all your milk, eggs, meat, and all that stuff at the top. That's what caused all the cholesterol, high blood pressure, all this stuff, gluten intolerances. You eat your grains, and then they had the vegetables and stuff at the bottom. But now the pyramid has changed to it's now the eggs and the meat is at the bottom because, the pyramid is upside down. Or if you were to, have it as a triangle like this, so the eggs and meat are at the top in the small part. And as you grow, the vegetables are the base. That's the foundation. Now, before it was opposite. Do you remember that? Yeah, y'all remember that? And so now that RFK Jr. is in office, he has been determined to change the rules in which, the FDA has approved certain things that we're supposed to eat, even with the American Association of Diabetes and heart disease and stuff. They're telling you to eat meat and stuff first, but yet the fat and everything from what they've published, according to their research, causes arteries to be clogged. And then there is a type 1 diabetes that we have no control over. Type 2, we can control. But type 3, that's the Alzheimer's diabetes. That's the diabetes of the brain coming from high metabolic issues within the Black community, primarily big backs. So your back big, you got to watch your metabolic. You got to bring your fat level down because otherwise, not only are you going to get certain cancers and stuff like that, heart disease, diabetes, kidneys shutting down, but also your brain. You're going to be around here talking about, why is everything cloudy? Why I can't see? Why is everything blurry? Is that glaucoma? We got to get our shit together. It's okay to parlay and play, but we have to ensure that the foundation of our diets is 80% plants. 20% whatever you want to do, whether that's smoke, drinking, having unprotected sex. Please don't have unprotected sex unless you're in a marriage. But you know what I'm saying? Fighting a little bit. We allow 20% to sin. Okay. But the 80%, we need to be on our best behavior. And so he's just finally switched things around and is now ordering hospitals to say that if they want federal funding, because the hospitals that we go to and that we we know that they're gonna see us and treat us regardless because they get federal funding and state funding to treat us, and then we just don't pay the bill. We just let it go to our credit report, and then we just bankrupt it. Yeah, them hospitals. So he's saying if they want to continue to get federal funding, that they're going to have to start teaching patients on how to eat better, which means investing most of this money into nutritionists, dietitians, and things like that. And they're ordering the hospitals to supply both their staff and their patients healthy food, which means 80% plants and vegetables. Okay. And so I love this because I'm gonna be honest with you. I lost my aunt, rest her soul. She was, and I know my mama hate to hear this, but it's her sister. Me and my mama the same age. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all was like, your mama's 61. How old are you? And I'm like, y'all got jokes. Y'all got jokes. You really think, because my mama just had a birthday and I posted her and y'all was like, oh, that's your mama? Like, she's 61. Like, then how old are you? I thought y'all was the same age. Like, I thought you was in your 50s or 60s. So I'm like, no, you didn't. Stop telling that lie. And even though when I do get in my 50s and 60s, I'm sure gonna tell you my age just like I tell you my age. No, but don't do that. Don't play with me like that. But anyway, my mama look good for her age. You know what I'm saying? But we the same age. We really is. She was 15 when we 61. I'm 44. So wait, do the math. 15, 16. Okay. So when she was outside at the club, I was outside at the club with her too. That's the type of baby I was. You know what I'm saying? So me and my mama had a girlfriend relationship, but my aunt, rest her soul. Hold on, I gotta fix this earring. I'm just gonna take them off because it keeps hitting my microphone. I'll get some more earrings. But my aunt, rest her soul, man, she had heart disease. First it started with diabetes. No, first it started with, it was diabetes. Then she had a little lung cancer too. They took some of the lung off. Then her foot started turning black, so they started chopping that. And then they chopped and they couldn't chop no more. She was in a wheelchair, eating Burger King every day, drinking Diet Cokes. Lord Jesus, she was funny though. She would have loved to be around to see this in fruition. Okay, she would have been like, Tasha, I knew you had it in you, because that's all me and her used to do. You know what I'm saying? But her main diet was, like I said, Burger King, Diet Cokes, beer, white rice and butter, fried chicken. And she would just go to the doctor and they like, they asking her, why are you not taking care of your dressings on your legs? Because they're cutting her legs, trigger warning, and they were still bleeding. They wouldn't heal. And the whole time, nobody had no information, or maybe, I don't know if they didn't have it or whatnot, but nobody had no information on how to get her legs to heal, because she had metabolic syndrome, which means type 2 diabetes that was causing her blood sugars to be extra high, so she could not heal. Her immune system was severely compromised. So I'm just watching her like die slowly, and they just chop it away. And as they chop it away, like she's never lost her sense of humor or her personality. And then she had open heart surgery. Imagine somebody, a double amputee from eating sugar or high glucose foods, okay? Having a double, like a open heart surgery twice. And they was able to save her. And she came home still. I said, how they expect her heart to heal and the chest wounds to heal, but they can't get the legs to heal? I didn't understand that. I said, somebody got to talk to me. But at the time, I was like 17, 18 years old. I couldn't speak for her. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, something ain't right. Something ain't right. For real, this is incredible. But she never lost her sense of humor. My auntie would still be cussing you out, laughing, hosting card games and stuff at her house and stuff like that. And they paid her to play cards in her house. Shout out to my auntie Diane. But to make a long story short, so after she has the open heart surgery, they done cut her from her foot all the way up to her thigh. She in a wheelchair. Her diet is crap. You know what took her? You know why she died? Breast cancer. Breast cancer. And the only reason she died from the breast cancer is because she had money saved, right? My auntie, boy, let me tell you something. She used to write her numbers in the Bible. And the numbers she would write in the Bible, she would play them numbers. And then she would always win. I still got this Bible to this day. I ain't never played them numbers. I just got her Bible. And she would write all her numbers in there, cash 3, cash 4, whatnot. And to make a long story short, I'm gonna end it up here. I'm gonna get to my point here. I'm making my point here because I'm talking to a lot of y'all. I'm talking to a lot of us, because even when my blood sugar get high, I still got to bring it down. And you can bring it down before it get too late, and then your body starts to shut down, like your kidneys and all that stuff, right? So she had got diagnosed with breast cancer. They had said she had to go to the Mayo Clinic. We was in front of Panama City. They said she had to go down to Jacksonville to the Mayo Clinic to get cancer treatment. It was going to cost her $10,000. She didn't want to empty out her savings that she had made from hosting card parties to treat her cancer. So she ended up letting it take her. But they said she could have still been here. I don't get our medical industry, but that's what happened. Mm-hmm. Yes, you talking about what is the numbers? Y'all are hell. I'm not gonna do this with y'all. When I get back to the house, I'll open the Bible and I'll give y'all the numbers. But she used to win. She used to win. I ain't lying. But shout out to my auntie Diane. But I'm saying this to say is that it's finally time for people like this to start ordering hospitals to treat their patients and not make them sicker, in my opinion. And I'm glad that he's saying something, because even when she was in the hospital, they gave her Jell-O, pudding, bologna and bread, one banana. You didn't have to eat it, and it was green, so you couldn't eat it. Like, this is the stuff that I am talking about. Not y'all talking about put the numbers on the Zoom. I'm sitting here trying to tell y'all about y'all health. Y'all worry about cash 3, cash 4. Nick. Oh, y'all get on my nerve. All right, y'all, we moving on. Please, y'all, watch your health. Watch your health, okay? Watch your health. I really am going to start putting this in y'all face a lot, because we at that age where we just got to watch everything. I get my blood work every 3 months. Sometimes my glucose be high, and I know exactly what to do to bring it down. And I'll tell y'all what to do to bring it down. It's real easy. You can fast, or you can get your ass on the treadmill, and you can walk uphill 5 days a week, 30 minutes, or at a fast rate, 3.0 or faster, but you need to be at a hill incline to bring it down. Don't eat late at night because your body can't process it all, especially if you got high fat content. And fast, water fasting. Okay, moving on. Shout out to RFK Jr. I'm trying to be serious with y'all. Here y'all is talking about, but never mind that. What's them numbers, Tasha? Y'all talking about the hell with that? She ain't here no more. What's them numbers? What she play? 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Y'all get on my nerve. Yes. Now we're moving on to your teeth health. Okay. So here's the thing. You know what? Wine Wednesday. So I didn't know black folks were still getting. First of all, I thought we learned from the BBL era that it wasn't safe to get BBLs in the back of people's hotels or cars or even in hair salons. But apparently it has moved from the BBL industry to the teeth, to the veneer industry. And what I saw yesterday was so graphic, trigger warning, that I had to bring this to my main platform that gets hundreds of thousands of views and sometimes millions once we start sharing it across social media, because I just don't know what it's going to take for y'all to just wake up. Anybody that says they can do veneers in your mouth for $1,200 out of a hair salon and leaves you damaged for the rest of your life, I'm inclined to believe that you know what, you deserve that. Go ahead, roll this beautiful bean footage. Trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning.
So bad. It's terrible. It feels just like a toothache.
This is what Vashay Bowen's teeth look like after she went to an unlicensed service provider offering high-end cosmetic dental services. Bowens told me she found Kane Jones on Facebook and thought he would be able to enhance her smile with veneers after having partials and gold teeth removed.
I also took the partials out of my mouth and sent him a picture of how my mouth looked without the partials. And he was like, oh yeah, I can cover them, and you know, even that teeth you got in the back, you ain't gonna notice none of that.
During her appointment, Bowen says she went against her better judgment when she allowed this provider to work on her smile in a salon studio suite. She says it wasn't until the veneers were done and she got home that she realized something was wrong.
I knew it was something when he didn't put my pictures on Facebook.
Bowen says the veneers were unaligned.
Did she just say, Jasmine, did she just say I knew it was something wrong when he didn't put my pictures on Facebook? Did she just say because she didn't get no tag is what she do that he stumped her mouth for life? I need my chair that spins. I'm losing my mind. I have to spin. See,
I should get a spin sound effect from
just rewind it just a little bit. Just rewind it just a little. Go ahead.
It wasn't until the veneers were done and she got home that she realized something was wrong.
I knew it was something when he didn't put my pictures on Facebook.
Bowen says the veneers were unaligned and extremely heavy. When she went back to the suite to have the mistake rectified, it was too late.
He took this drill, he drilled my mouth. I guess he was trying to even it out. But the bridge was so hard, rock. He couldn't do it.
Bowens reached out to the Tennessee Department of Health to see if they could help, but they told her he's running an unlicensed business and impersonating a licensed practitioner, both of which are against the law and fall under the jurisdiction of law enforcement. I reached out to Kane Jones on Facebook for his side of the story. In response, he told me this client was a liar and blocked me. Jones never responded to my request for an interview.
I'm dealing with just pain and nobody able to work on my mouth because it's a, you know, like I said, don't nobody want to go behind his work.
Do you regret doing this?
I do. I do, because I could walk around with my partial. I was fine. I just, like I said, you know, everybody, you know, that's the style veneers. Hey, let me give me some too. And he doing them for $1,200, but I should have known something. $1,200. That was the trick.
This client says all she wanted was
oh boy, she done took her income tax check down there to get murdered in her mouth. My God, Jesus. Oh, that sounded like it hurt. That's why I kept going like this. My teeth was hurt. You know when you you know, like when you ain't supposed to eat something, you ain't got no business eating, especially like candy and cake, your teeth just start aching just a little bit before it even gets to your mouth. It's like it's warning you, like, you know, this you up, right? I don't see how she didn't get no water in her teeth as like she wasn't supposed to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like my mouth hurted. Okay? Just looking at her mouth from the beginning. And the fact that she would let somebody do that to her in the back of somebody's hair salon. Sue the hair salon. That's what I would do. I would say sue the hair salon. And I don't know if y'all know who this girl is, but I know people that can help her. She's going to have to fly to Colombia. She just got to get one thing. She got to get a passport. And I'll talk to them and I'll see if they'll do me a favor if we were to show off her mouth. Like her mouth was so bad, like you gotta break her jaw. Remember like Shamar, when Shamar got his teeth done on Zeus, they had to break his jaw and rearrange it. Like that's looking at her teeth, like you have to break her jaw. You have to take everything out and start over. She's gonna need a whole mouth full of implants. I'm thinking only the bottom teeth can be saved. And then when they called the person who did it, and he was like, she's a goddamn lie, and hung up the phone. She came in here already looking like that. She looked a lot better than what she came in. I can tell that man was with the shit. I knew something was wrong when he didn't post my pictures on Facebook. Oh, Lord Jesus. Where's her baby daddy at to spend her income tax check so she ain't gotta make no more bad decisions like this? I would rather him be in the club eating up all the baby snacks than her being in pain like this. But if y'all know this lady, please send her my way. Okay? Send her my way. All right. Real quick, guys, if you want your question answered on the show, please email me unWineWithTashaK@gmail.com on love, life, relationships. We're going to read your question during the show. Oh, we already got a lot. Okay. And give you our best advice that we can. Okay. unWineWithTashaK@gmail.com. Okay. Yes, sir. Now, up next, Megan Thee Stallion. Always somewhere in somebody's hospital. Lord. I'm just going to say a prayer for me and Megan as I do this, because I know y'all think I don't like her. I don't know her as a person to not like her, but I just don't like what she puts out. I do know that she has been caught in a few lies. But I just want her to stay out of people's hospitals. So apparently, give me a second. Apparently, you know what? Okay, so apparently, Megan Thee Stallion took her ass down there to Broadway to try to put on some sort of show. Moulin Rouge, I don't know. Because she can't go on tour because her last tour failed. When she had to cancel all those dates that they pre-booked, the label need their money back. Yeah. But instead, she tried to go recoup it from Milagro Grams by taking her to court, thinking she was going to get a judgment like the judgment that I was ordered to pay. But God had other plans. God don't put too much on people that they can't handle. And so shout out to Milagro for whooping her ass in court. That's what she get. So she tried to put her mental health bills on Milagro and say that Milagro Grams, Mob Radio, was the reason as to why she had to seek $235,000 in mental health wellness therapy to help her, even though her mom died. Okay, her daddy died. I don't know where her grandmama at. I think she died too. Tories shot her in the foot, so she say, you know what I'm saying? She done slept with her best friend's man for the second, third, fifth time. But it's Milagro's commentary that made her spend $235,000, okay, on mental health. And I'm glad that the judge said, hell no. So somebody has got to pay for that lost money that they lost on that tour, because it costs money to fund a tour. And I can tell you right now, according to Milagro Grams, the reason Megan Thee Stallion and Rock Nation came after her is because Megan don't own nothing. Everything is in T. Farris' name, all her houses, everything. This girl is indebted to the record label. And so they tried the tour, and she tried to go on tour at the same time Nicki was on tour, and the tour didn't sell. When she got to Europe, she had to tell y'all she'll be right back. We ain't seen her since. Now she down there doing Broadway and ain't never been on nobody's theater stage act. So apparently they was down there, and she was first night open on the show. They said she fell ill halfway through the show and had to be rushed to the hospital. And she is being seen. They ain't gave us no update on nothing as to how she's doing. But they did say keep her in our prayers, and I'm praying for her. I'm praying that she would just get us together. She ain't had no business down there on no Moulin Rouge stage anyway, doing no type of theater work. Candy. Just putting your money where you don't belong, T.I. Comedy tour, that didn't work. You being a comedian, now you back out here rapping and being number one. You supposed to be rapping, Megan. That's what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be out here creating our next hot girl summer. Yeah. That's what we need. I'm thinking that she pregnant. Every other white girl out here pregnant. I'm thinking that she pregnant. I'm thinking the reason she fell out down there at the doggone show is because, in my opinion, I feel that she's getting pregnant the same way every other rapper has gotten pregnant for sympathy, and to delay things, and to, you know, every time they get dragged by social media, they just posting babies, and we forget, oh my God, that baby is so cute, but you still trash. Oh my God, but you're a good mother though, ho. But listen, I just think she might be pregnant. I know she ain't dehydrated because they should have tested her before she went up on stage, and as a performer, or it could be them GLPs that she's allegedly on, because she done got too skinty. Way too skinty. But yeah, it just sounds like a little pregnancy. And I dreamt of fish the other night anyway. I really did. I said, somebody close to me pregnant. And this is the only person that I know that's close to me in work. We work together. So she does the messing up on social media, and I do the broadcasting of it. So we work together. So somebody in my vicinity that I'm close to is allegedly pregnant. So I just, you know, and besides, everybody else pregnant. So why not? I mean, Lotto is pregnant by an illegal immigrant. He's married. Sukiyana is pregnant by a dope boy, living in his mama's house with her and her other kids, rent free. He got some Section 8 shit type going on. Who is this? Glorilla. I don't know why she's hiding a baby from a man that's worth $120 million. So I'm just trying to figure this out. Like, but prayers to her. I really hope she gets better. Health is wealth, okay? And so without you, Megan, there is no us. So we need you to get better. We need you to get back up on your big foot and get your ass back on stage. That's all we need to hear. Ass clapping. That's it. That's all we need to hear. Come on. Drop the tour. I'm going to get my tickets on Groupon and on Klarna and on Afterpay so we can get back outside, okay? I wish I could go down there to the other concert, but I'll be banned, so they're gonna jump me as soon as I get down there. I'm just trying to enjoy myself too. Why I can't go? Moving on. Listen, It is April Fool's Day. I ain't even sent out no April Fool's campaign. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. After the break, we're gonna take a short break. After the break, okay. Y'all like, share, and subscribe. Okay. Thank you so much, y'all. This is that B2B hair freeze. It ain't nothing but Nairobi and hair freeze. This shit is hard. Hope y'all can hear that. See here. That's my hair. That's that Gorilla Glue. That's that Gorilla Glue. After the break, we got Jock and his mistress, which is my sister. We're also going to be talking about Angela Simmons and Tiger Woods, okay? All of that and more coming up. And then, of course, on the second show, we got an interview with Vybz Kartel ex-girlfriend, ex-prison girlfriend. And then we have Brandy and Wanye and much, much more on TashaKLive.com. You do have to subscribe to that after the break. I'm going to read one of y'all fan questions, and then we're going to get right back into the why. We got some sponsors we need to brag about, which means Bully Razor Glass 2 will be right back, coming live from Mexico City, baby! Let's go.
I do.
Kim was the best lover I ever had.
No man is going to marry you because they're never going to think that they're better than Cam. They'll f you, but they won't marry you just because you made that statement.
And what you don't have is a good nigga, because the shit that comes out of your mouth is wild. I can't even believe you're a wife. So how dare you?
A normal, healthy-minded, with great self-esteem 40-year-old woman wouldn't have allowed Cam to play with her the way that him and his boys play with you, like you were a dumb bird who didn't understand money or anything like that. He complimented you in the process to gaslight you, but he let his friends who knew you play with you. Where you going? Where's she going? Why she can't see him on her side, Jasmine? Why she can't see him on her side? Where'd you go?
Girl, let me tell you something. Let me tell you the difference between me and when people are going to step into my platforms. All right?
Okay, all right, cool. I'm listening. I'm listening.
Okay, before the break, we discussed new FDA food policies that RFK Jr. Is putting in place to ensure we don't get sick in the hospitals that's trying to save us. Okay, we also discussed getting veneers in the back of a cosmetology suite is not the best decision. And we also sent out prayers to Megan Thee Stallion for her safe recovery. I'm sure it's just a bit of all day, all night sickness, since she's probably joining the bandwagon of getting pregnant from a ball player to secure her future, because she does owe record labels a lot of money. Okay, so all that before has happened before the break. Now, I told you guys to write in before we get into Jock, before we get into Angela Simmons, before we get into Tiger Woods, okay, and Vybz Kartel, prison girlfriend. We did a little interview with her. I told you guys to write in and give me your questions so I can read it on live and answer. Okay, so I'm gonna do 2, then we're gonna get right back into the wine. Okay, so just stay here. All right, so here we go. All right, so this is from an anonymous wino. Hello, TK, fellow wino here. I have been married since July 2020. Y'all need to help me answer these questions too, because this is y'all writing in. Okay, all right. So this is from a wino that needs our help with marriage advice. I'm an unlicensed, untrained, unprofessional therapist. I'm your unlicensed, untrained, unprofessional therapist. Okay, so you cannot sue me based on this advice that you get from us over here at this platform. You know who you're talking to. You know who you're talking to. Okay, hello, TK, fellow wino here. Let's see if she's still a wino after this. I have been married since July 2020. In August of 2023, I found out my husband was cheating on me with a man. You mean to tell me this man was coming home smelling like doo-doo? You couldn't smell it? So let's just say he's bisexual. I haven't been with him since I found out. Good choice. And I put him out of the house. Great choice. That was the end of my marriage. Why, child? You should have stayed married to him and put a life insurance policy on him, child. Be wearing diapers in no time. Little HPV on the side to go with it. God would have awarded everything in your favor. I'm not wishing nothing bad on him, but when people do bad stuff like this to people, I can't help what happens to them. So I'm just saying, if you would have just kept the marriage going, put a life insurance policy on him, he would have been loose-boweled here soon. The nurses don't be telling y'all they come in there and they can't control what's coming out. You know what I'm saying? Because they couldn't control what was going in. And then they got a little HPV on the side. That's a dangerous combination, boo. Here you go. You are set for life. So, that was the end of my marriage. However, I have not divorced him. Okay, good. We on the same page now. Okay, girl, keep that marriage going, child. Say, that's my husband, and I ain't going nowhere, baby. Yes, ma'am. You're going to wheel him into them doctor's appointments, okay? I have not divorced him as of yet. We share a soon-to-be, 7-year-old daughter together. I have not divorced him as of yet because I own a couple of properties, which I purchased on my own with my own money, no co-signers, and I do not have a prenup. I'm not willing to share or split anything if the court makes us. Any advice on how to handle the situation? There is so much more to this story, but I'll just leave it with this one question. Thanks, Wino Gang. I told you what to do. Just proceed as normal. Y'all live separate. You don't need no divorce, okay? Not even a separation. Okay, you continue to collect your money on your properties and things like that. Continue to accept him for being him. When it's time for him to be, to get treated, because, the butthole don't last forever. See, the vagina is made to give life forever. The butthole is only so much digging it can take. You understand? And so it's going to soon lose its elasticity. And he will be wearing diapers. He will be depending on diapers. That's why they call them depends. And from that moment on, like I said, you make sure you get him, you could probably take out 5 to 6 different life insurance policies on him right now. And I guarantee you, child, and with the HPV and whatever else he got going on with his secret lifestyles, it's going to come in your favor, and just be there to collect for you and your child and reinvest the money in more properties. I did not say that. Remember, I am an unlicensed, untrained, unprofessional therapist, and this is exactly what I would do. So just be patient. This is your season to win. Okay? Winos, did I miss anything? If you want your question read, we're just taking a brief moment just to give some life advice back to y'all. We started with this. And we're going to get back to our celebrity gossip here in just a second. We got Jock Mistress, which is my sister. She done made her television debut for the second time. And we got Angela Simmons and Tiger Woods and much more, Brandy and Wanye. So you just hold that thought. And if you want your question read, email me, unWineWithTashaK @gmail.com. And you give me that follow-up when you get that check. Okay, hold on for a second. Hold on. Let me see. All right. So this is some love and advice that they need from us. Okay. This is another wino that wrote in. So wino ears, come on. I'm unlicensed, unprofessional, untrained therapist. Okay. We'll get right back to the celebrity gossip after this, but we need each other more. My boyfriend and I have been together for 10 years. He has struggled with addiction on and off. I've held him down and paid all the bills for the entire relationship. Am I stupid to stay or loyal because he wants to get better? She said, my boyfriend and I have been together for 10 years. He has struggled with addiction on and off, and I've held him down and paid all the bills for the entire relationship. Am I stupid to stay or loyal because he wants to get better? It sounds like he has a steady income to pay for the dope. It sounds like that all you are for 10 years is that steady gig he got to keep the dope coming in. You know how you see that crackhead that be on the side of the street every day and he washing windows whether you ask or not, and he just start cleaning your windows on the car? You know what I'm saying? Like and then you just sit there and wait. Like he already know, like, I can't even believe that you are even risking your health with somebody that does dope. Real talk. I got a childhood best friend who unfortunately, and I'm gonna keep it vague because it ain't nobody business, but who unfortunately contracted as way of her boyfriend through a port HIV. Her boyfriend was doing dope. He got on it. And she had a port in her arm, and she put the dope up her arm, and so that's just one way. I'm just telling you, but like you're laying down with a man with a drug habit, and they do anything they can to get drugs. Now, if you want to say he functionable because you taking care of him. You ironing his clothes, cooking, making sure he got a warm bed and a hot meal at night and stuff like that. He is a kept crackhead. Child, what do they do that at? He is a kept crackhead. He is comfortable. I'll tell you anything I can too, baby, to make you stay. I will. The dope man, no, I ain't gonna never owe him as long as you around. Boyfriend of 10 years. Do you hear yourself? Boyfriend of 10 years. Who's a crackhead? Should you stay or go? Sometimes it does take somebody reading your life. That's why I tell people, y'all got to take your ass down there to the therapy office. If y'all don't want to journal, because we had a whole conversation about that on my third channel, TKL. It's called TKL. And we did a whole unwind on depression and stuff like that. And I tell y'all have to do therapy. But if you can't afford to do therapy, journal. Because when you journal and you write and you go sit in front of a therapist, she writing the shit that you saying, then she throw it back at you. And you be like, that's me? No, that's you. It's sort of like when you thought you washed your ass good and then you walk past somebody and they be like, hold up, is that you? That's me. Yeah, that's you. That's your ass I smell. You're not stupid, but you sure is dumb. Baby, listen. Moving on, child. Hopefully you move on too, okay? I ain't telling you nothing I wouldn't even tell my own child. For real. All right, y'all, let's get back to the news. Tiger Woods speaking. Wow, Jasmine. Wow, way to segue this segment, okay?
My thoughts exactly.
Since we talk about crackheads and functional crackheads, you got that picture of Tiger Woods being caught yet again in another DUI, this time flipping his own damn car. Look at him. In the car, like his white trunk with the girl that he dating, the Trump girlfriend said, get your motherfucking ass in that car. I swear to God, you done made me get off work to come down here. I had to fly all the way from Saudi Arabia to come bail your ass up out of jail because you can't leave them perks alone and alcohol at the same time. I told Tiger, you got money. Tiger, you got money. Why won't you hire a driver? Oh, you don't want to hire a driver because you don't want them to know what you're doing. But guess what, dumbass? Everybody know what you're doing. The whole world knows what you're doing. Saudi Arabia, who I had to catch a private jet from to come bail your ass out of jail, knows what you're doing because you don't want to hire a private driver. Where's the dude that held Diddy dope? Where's the dude that was Diddy's mule? We need to hire him. We need to get him on the team right now. I know that white girl somewhere. What's her name? Vanessa Trump? I know that white girl somewhere right now. Pissed the hell off. Like, Tiger, you can take an Uber. You can take an Uber. You know what it would do for your fans to see that they got Tiger Woods in their car? You can take an Uber. Hell, you can take my dad's jet. You can take my uncle's jet. You can take Trump's jet. Why must you drive on perks, Molly, and booze? Why, Tiger? Mind you, this like his second or third DUI. Hey, London, how y'all doing? This man... How you flip your car in the daytime, bro? Like what you do, get high last night and drive in the morning? How did you flip your car during daytime? This ain't the first time Tiger has done this. And all I'm saying is like, he just gets a slap on the wrist every time because he is making so many white companies and white men money. Had he would have been full black, not black and Chinese, black and Mandarin, black and Thai, black and Irish, or messing with white women who save him every time, he would have been gone. He would have been gone. Ain't no way you out here. Now, I get it. In Florida, that's why a lot of people like to live in Florida. Because we can drink and drive. We do be riding around with our cups open and our thigh. We take the side roads and the back roads because police got real crime. They got real crime. You can literally go up to liquor stores in Florida called bottle stoppers. And you can pull it to the drive-thru. They will still fix your drink. You say, I want Seagrams and 7. They will still get you the cup of ice, pour the Seagrams in there, put the straw, give it to you. You put it in your lap. They'll still give your babies bubble gum. You give them back, and you can drive off, and the police is sitting at the same bottle stop you at. He ain't studying you because he got real crime. But now you're just taking advantage of our good little laws we got down in Florida. You are going to make them pass a law stating that it's really illegal to drink and drive when we know under the table it's legal. Tiger, you messing it up for all of us. You got to go. You got to go, Tiger. You got to go. How did you flip your car? Like, how did you flip your car and the fire hydrant is still alive? How? And then you're going to get in the car like they doing something to you. Look at it. He mad like they did something to him. Look, y'all, it's your fault. I didn't write the prescription for the perks. I didn't make the alcohol down at the distillery. Oh my God. They ain't gonna take his license. In Florida, they are not gonna take your license. They are not gonna take it. It's not going down. It's not going down. The only thing they take your license for in Florida is back child support. Everything else you could do. You can be a crackhead. You know how many dope boys ride around? What they say? I know. Oh, he got a statement. Let me put on my glasses and read it. So Tiger Woods said on this White Wine Wednesday, I know and understand the seriousness of the situation I find myself in today. I'm stepping away for a period of time to seek treatment and focus on my health. This is necessary in order for me to prioritize my well-being and work towards lasting recovery. I'm committed to taking the time needed to return to a healthier, stronger, and more focused, place. Okay, both personally and professionally. I appreciate you understanding the support and ask for privacy for my family and loved ones, for myself at this time. You know who else asked for privacy, Tiger? Them people neighborhood that you flipped over in the morning. They would have liked a little privacy. They wouldn't have liked you driving under the influence, okay, in their prestigious neighborhoods. You're just driving down the value of their neighbors. And the one black man they let live there that can actually afford there in Palm Beach County, okay? Right next to Trump's place. This is what you do. You bring Negro into their community. This is what they get for gentrifying. This is what they get for allowing you to gentrify their neighborhoods, bringing black people into their neighborhoods. That's what they're saying. They said, so they're not going to help you this time. They're not going to help you. No. You got a private jet to drop you off to get your liquor and put you back in the air. You can drink under the influence as much as you can. As much as you want. Wendy Williams did it. I used to get calls about Wendy Williams having to be carried off of a private jet because because she rented the private jet, the whole minibar was hers. And she took it down. She took it down before the plane landed. And when the plane landed, homegirl was down. She was down. I didn't report that to y'all. I didn't think that was important. Because obviously she had a problem. But I chucked it up as she paid for $30,000 for the private jet to go one way or another. Why are you mad about her drinking all the liquor off the minibar? What you wanted some? Why are you as a flight attendant telling me what she doing with her own motherfucking money? Why you ain't tell FAA? Why are you serving it? You know what? You're alcoholic. Hell up out of here, bro. Hell, up out of here. Tiger, you know better. You got too much money to know better. Tiger, private driver. Come on now. I'll be your private driver. I ain't gonna tell nobody. You trust me. I will go drive. I will retire right now and go drive a Tiger. You can trust me. I'm trustworthy. I will never drink again. I'll let you drink as much as you want to drink. Nobody will ever know. Nobody will ever know. Moving on. Nobody ain't deleting comments. What y'all talking about? Who's deleting comments? We don't delete comments over here, guys. You can say whatever you want to say. Okay, as long as you're not spamming or saying inappropriate words, YouTube will delete your comments, not us. YouTube, okay? Tiger's a drunk, though, for real. He's a drunk uncle. You're supposed to sit on his lap when he's drunk. Nobody. Okay, moving on. Make sure y'all like this video. Do I have my license back? Yes, put it down. I do have my license back. So it was suspended. I did go down to the DMV in Florida trying to, because I had lost my license. I found out that it was suspended for 2 years because I didn't pay a ticket speeding through Florida. So luckily for me, I got a little pull because of who I am, you know what I'm saying? So there was some winos that was working the desk down there. And they was like, Tasha, I was like, yeah, come. So they was like, you paid your ticket? I was like, yeah. We would have gave it to you if the ticket was here. This is the override, that stuff. But you got it in a whole other county, so there was nothing we could do. But here's your license. So I got my license back. I sure do. But I don't drink it dry. I've never done that. You will never see me do that. And besides, I got a 2-drink maximum anyway. I have a 2-drink maximum. After 2 drinks, I don't know who I am or what I'm doing or who my legs open to. So I don't go past 2. If I go past 2, somebody drug me. Moving on. Yeah, they suspended my license for an unpaid ticket. Everything's allegedly. Even my name is allegedly. Yes. Okay. We back up. We riding dirty. We riding dirty in Florida. Okay. But you can't drink and drive in Florida. Angela Simmons just won't seem to move on. Every interview she does is sort of like every interview I do. They always want to ask about my debt. And I'm like, I'm going to start charging y'all when I do these interviews to ask about my debt because you're going to contribute to this debt. So now I ain't sitting on your platform sharing my viewers no more unless you don't ask about the debt. So the thing is, it'll be a fee. So every time she sits on somebody's platform, she talk about Gotti. She talking about Yo Gotti. He ain't said nothing about her. The last time I seen Gotti, he was in the airport with his nurse bae girlfriend of 10 years, the one that he's been with on and off. And even while he was with Angela, this is the nurse bae girlfriend, okay? He threw a party for her in Turks and Caicos and gave Angela the same low budget end of the party. But see, the difference between Nurse Bae and Angela is the PR girlfriend. She keeps him relevant. She's the spotlight girlfriend. She's the one that keeps, us in the public eye. And Nurse Bae, behind the scenes, that's the one he lived with. That's the one who got the real Memphian accent. She from Memphis for real. Not playing like she got a Memphis accent like Angela Simmons. When I saw her on the Breakfast Club pretending like she was like could talk like she from the South, I said, girl, this what you do? You dumb yourself down this much to sell a little coochie just to get a little bills paid. This what we doing, you nepotism gold digger. Because she is a nepotism gold digger. As soon as she got with him, all her evictions and stuff was posted. Then she want to buy him a Tesla from his own dealership. Who does that? Who would buy him a Tesla from his own? He owns a car dealership. Why are you buying this man a car? And you ain't even paid these people they rent that they looking for. She brought this man around her child. To me, I'm gonna be honest with you, she gives me dirty foot. This is dirty foot behavior. For those of y'all that don't know what dirty foot is, dirty foots are women who introduce their babies to every man that they with. They tell every one of their kids to call the new man daddy. They didn't wear no condoms with none of the men because they treat them all like they here to stay. They treat them all like they husbands, but don't never get no ring. That's what we call dirty foot behavior. Yeah. 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 So, to see her sitting on Cam Newton's show and sounding so clueless as to why her and Yo Gotti broke up, which, first of all, she didn't want him in the first place. He knew that. He was shooting his shot for publicity. You responded. When your baby daddy died, things got a little tight. Your daddy money ain't like it used to be. So you had to get out here and figure out how you could legally just sell a little on the side to get some bills paid that you was tight on, because the reality show checks were not checking anymore. And the Romeo storyline has died. So you needed somebody that could help revive you. And he needed somebody that could help put him in the limelight. A PR, clout chasing, nepotism ass, all up in the camera, all up in the video ass woman. So listen to what she said on Cam Newton's show.
Publicly said he had a crush on you and declared it to the world. Dope song, by the way. After that relationship, do you ever think that the crush should have just remained the crush?
No, not at all.
Okay.
It's good. It's fine. Oh. What more are you looking for?
No.
It didn't need to remain the crush. Like, I had a great relationship. Have a great
What did that relationship teach you?
That I'd be a great wife.
Is that saying that other parties would not be a great husband?
No, I never said that.
When did you know it was over?
With what?
Just the feeling. Because we all have relationships that you know, like, okay, no, that's the straw. And then, yeah.
No, I just think, I mean, if you're in a relationship long term, and I was in a long-term relationship for a very long time, at some point, if it came to an end, it was just because I feel like maybe he just wasn't ready, and then we're not in the same space. But my relationship was great. Love him down, love his family, respect him. So it's just maybe he wasn't ready.
Did y'all stay together?
We stayed together? What do you mean?
Were you and him staying together?
We were locked in, for sure.
So y'all met family, he met Sut.
That's not what he asked you.
Family. We are family. That's what I would consider family.
That's cool. Could you double spin the block?
I can do what God wants me to do.
I like that.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't answer definite, indefinite questions. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I like where you at. And I'm not trying to, reach, but it's one of those things like, I talk to a lot of people and I enjoy
I do see that. It's
conversation.
Dope, yeah.
And
I think that's, first of all, to Cam Newton. First of all, Cam gonna do what he want to do. Cam gonna do Cam. He ain't finna ask nobody if they like his outfit or not. Take it or leave it. I just be damned if I'm putting my mouth on anybody's wiener and they got a scarf tied like a bow around their neck. Not supposed to be a woman down here. It's supposed to be a man. He gets that. But I thought it was real disrespectful for Jazzy. Watch Jazzy, Cam's girlfriend, to allow this. This is too comfortable for me. Like, you got 2 kids by the man. He said he seeks to have more of the kids and more of the relationships, and then to find out that these 2 actually dated, and they sitting up there just real comfortable, and he's complimenting her like light-skinned women. Well, I'm talking about light-skinned women. Because they know they weren't playing a dark-skinned woman face like that. This wouldn't go down. Y'all just be giving too much, too soon. I'm on y'all's side, light-skinned women, but I just see how men's preference, which are lighter tone women, is because they play with y'all. They know black woman too aggressive. She talks too much shit. Whole time they playing in y'all face because they're not gonna do it down here at us. They're not happening. You forgot all about Jazzy because they look like they was a couple. Not on my watch. My ass would have been sitting down there behind like this. Standing behind him. This is what dark-skinned women do. What you laughing for? This interview, wrap this up. Wrap this up. You got kids at the house. You got 9 kids at the house. You ain't got no time to be spending no extra time with her. She want to help you. Tell her to meet us at the house and help with these damn children and clean up around this month. That's what she can do. That's what she can do. Probably I would have broke that whole damn production team up. We're not playing that. I'm not playing with y'all. Ain't no what you kicking for? He asked her a simple question. She couldn't answer the damn question. He asked you, did y'all live together? She said, we locked in. No, he wasn't locking the doors at night. He wasn't living up over there because he had Nurse Bay. We talking about Gotti. He had Nurse Bay house. That's the house he lived at. This who he lived with. Is she okay with that? Because he ain't embarrassing her out here. She know her position. She ain't out here claiming her, I'll be a good wife. I'll be this, but never one. She knows her position. She ain't got to go operate in that nursing degree. She could call herself Nurse Bay, but she ain't got to use the degree because this is the degree right here. No more, no less. Somebody I know I'll be a good wife. Well, you ain't one. Because you're giving whole activity. You're giving whole activity. You're not even acting like you was a raised preacher girl. Yeah, I know your daddy ain't raised you like that. I know your daddy ain't raised you to get walked down by the industry. I know he didn't. I know he wasn't out here on his Sonya Norwood with you. I know he wasn't. We're going to be talking about Sonya Norwood on TashaKLive.com. You make sure you get them subscriptions, okay? Because I about had it with Sonya Norwood. Me and Ray J finna have beef because I'm finna drag his mama because I know that gray curly wig she got is fake. I about had it. I can't take this no more. Listen, moving on. Angela, please move on. This man don't want you. He don't want you. Never wanted you. And the fact that you still up here giving him this much grace is just a smack in the face. Okay, just a smack in the face. Just find you an older man, preferably African, and just settle down. Okay, you out here trying to fit in, carrying guns and stuff on your purse, acting like you that, and your whole baby daddy got shot and killed, and you around here representing guns and some girl. But get at this time, nepotism gold digger. She's a nepotistic gold digger. Moving on. Last but not least. I love it. When I get to ask my winos, did I lie? Did I lie? Did I motherfucking lie? This man been sitting on the internet lying about me, lying to his wife, lying on the nature of the relationship that he had with my mistress, dirty foot ass stepsister. Now I want you to look closely at this picture. Do you see her receding hairline? You see that right there? She got a daddy hairline. Her daddy hairline receded, like he had no hair in the middle. Her hair was receding like that too. But she went over to Turkey. My sister here at the top, Gloria. She went over there to Turkey and they brought her hairline down back here. So you're gonna notice a hairline in full effect on this here clip that you're gonna watch of her finally getting the moment that she's wanted forever, which was to be claimed by somebody's. She finally got her moment to be claimed by somebody that was sleeping with her on the side, because she's always played the side. So let's go, Mistress. Let's go, Mistress. Roll this beautiful big footage. Let's go. Come on, my sister.
Regardless of the condition of our relationship, whether it grows, regresses, stays the same, I will always love that child. That's something that I would hope would settle your heart.
That's fine, and that should be expected with you being his wife. My issue is anytime you mention me, it's an issue.
Go back. I want them to see the receipts on the forehead, on the hairline, so they won't know I'm lying. I don't like to lie on folks. So she got a little hairline transplant. Yeah, she had a lot of work done on her face. A lot of work for this moment here. All right, go ahead. Keep it going.
You mentioned me, it's an issue, like with the interview that you just did.
I got interviewed, and I'm gonna answer an interview question. My truth is my truth, and I'ma always tell it.
It was very tasteless, because people are coming back to me, showing me a video. You're saying he had a drunken night.
That's what he said to me.
But that wasn't the case. Whether he told you that or not, you knew it wasn't the case. So I don't even know why you would go back and say drunken night for her to even repeat.
I know what this moment looked like. The truth is, it wasn't a drunken one-night stand. What it was is a night where I've been drinking, and I met up with someone who I had been communicating with over a period of time. And when the opportunity presented itself, I took the opportunity.
I understand what I created. I understand the constraints it put on our relationship, your heart, you know what I'm saying? Us. I just want to move forward.
It is what it is. And it wasn't no drunken night.
Why you leaving, Glow? Glow, come back! Glow, come back! Don't go! Why she leave like that? I'm gonna let y'all watch it, because I love this here. Because how long we been telling them this, Jasmine, since COVID, that he was messing with her? And Vlad went on that white man platform and said that I lied about him sleeping with her. He's been sleeping with my sister for years. That is a fact. And yes, she was sleeping with other men too, but you became the baby father. You planted that seed. Watch it one more time without me in totality. She did a lot of work though. She looked good. I ain't hating on her. Get it, Glow. Go ahead, show me what the family can do.
Regardless of the condition of our relationship, whether it grows, regresses, stays the same, I will always love that child. That's something that I would hope would settle your heart.
That's fine, and that should be expected with you being his wife. My issue is anytime you mention me, it's an issue, like with the interview that you just did.
I got interviewed, and I'm gonna answer an interview question. My truth is my truth, and I'ma always tell it.
It was very tasteless, because people are coming back to me, showing me a video. You're saying he had a drunken night.
That's what he said to me.
But that wasn't the case. Whether he told you that or not, you knew it wasn't the case. So I don't even know why you would go back and say drunken night for her to even repeat.
I know what this moment looked like. The truth is, it wasn't a drunken one-night stand. What it was is a night where I've been drinking, and I met up with someone who I had been communicating with over a period of time. And when the opportunity presented itself, I took the opportunity.
I understand what I created. I understand the constraints it put on our relationship, your heart, you know what I'm saying? Us. I just want to move forward.
It is what it is. And it wasn't no drunken night.
My mama just texted me and told me, please, Tasha, take it easy on her. Leave her alone. She don't bother nobody. I said, yes, she does. She bothers people's husbands. She helps her baby daddies murder their brothers. This one is a dirty foot. This is what I'm talking about, a dirty foot. She got the attention that she wanted. It's not the attention that she will ever get as a wife. Nobody in their right mind is going to ever marry this hoe. I'm surprised she raising this baby that she got. I promise you I am. I promise you. She ain't never seen them other kids that she had. Never. He gonna talk about she a doctor. The only thing she doctored on was your dick. And Kendra's stupid. Kendra, she go as far back as you go with Jock. That's why she was sitting at the table looking at you. That's why when he went down to Vlad TV show, when I exposed her for the 18th time about him messing with her and having a baby with her, after he jumped in my DM saying that he was going to find some women to find me because I exposed him messing with her. This is what she always wanted. You gonna tell me I'm lying? On that interview with Vlad, she was texting him, which means they still got communication. And all she's ever wanted to do was meet the wife, because nobody's ever taken her serious enough to introduce her to nobody. Not their kids, not their wife, not their mama, not nobody. You are a dirty foot. And I told you it's up for life. Don't give a shit until she apologized to my damn mammy. Until Glow apologized to my damn mammy is up for life. I'm dragging her. No good ass, never raised her kids, never, ever, ever took school serious, paid somebody to take tests for her, mudded out, dirty foot coochie. It's up for life, ho. I don't give a damn. Family or not, bro. I see you at the cookout, I'm still dragging you. The same way you need to be dragging them carpets that need stretching, that's scrunching up because you moving furniture around on the carpets and it's scrunching the carpet and making it crinkle up because you ain't got no man that take you serious enough to come in there and move no furniture for you. But they'll move that loose ass BBL. Until she apologized to my mammy, like I said, it's up. Family or not. When I see you home, it's going to be up. And I ain't got to fight you. I'm not a fighter. I'm not a fighter. So that's not what this is. Don't be kind of run down there like T.S. Madison. Oh, she said you. Nah, baby, every time I see you up on TV on somebody's husband, I'm just going to put it up on this show. So that's what that means. You know I ain't going to fight you. Now, I ain't going to fight. Why would I fight you? I don't need to fight you. God doing that. You out here trying to be solidified, to be sitting next to the wife. So you equal, so you can feel some equalness. And shout out to her little dirty foot ass sister too. My mama just had to write a letter to the judge. Let me tell you how dirty foots they are. Like instead of her focusing on her medical degree that she supposedly got, she focused on somebody else's husband. Never focused on the children that she had. My mama always had them. Her mama always raised them. Her mama and my mama best friends, and they both can't stand her. How that makes sense? Your mama, my mama, and your daddy, your late daddy, are best friends. They can't stand you. Why your baby? Why is your daughter Glow telling me your business? That's how I found out that she was messing with Jock, because her daughter up over my mama house telling her business. I ain't seen my mama. What you think she with Jock? That's what she said. She with Jock. Auntie Tasha. So back to the story. Her sister, Anna Marie, shout out to Panama City, got on that stuff real bad, started losing her mind, started using the prescriptions that she's supposed to write to the patients because, you know, they got nursing degrees. And then her baby daddy, he was all up in there jumping on her all the time. And then all I know is push come to shove, something happened. You know, she had started threatening my mama and then got caught up and lost her nursing license. They had to put her in jail. My mama had to go down there and write a letter like the good person that she is to let that girl out of jail. But her nursing license ain't going to be restated. This is her other dirty foot sister. Man, I'm telling you, I don't give a damn, bro. I'm still working on my resentment issues. But this family, so we got to live together for the rest of our lives. We got to show up at funerals and weddings and stuff like that. And I'm just going, hey, like I be doing the pre. That's what Stefan, hey girl, your baby cute, child. How you doing? You good? Everything good? Okay, child. Keep my internet up. No, we don't fight over here. So don't even be taking that out of context. So when I say it's up, we putting the story up. And I would let her hit me. I would let her hit me so I can take her nursing license too. Play with me if you want to. Play with me. You will be out here. You will be the 15th baby mama getting the pennies on the child support. Because you know the first baby mama get the most money. You the last of the Mohicans, okay? If I was Kendra, Jock would have been neutered. He would have been neutered. But I'm telling you, I would let her hit me. I would literally let her hit me. I would let her headbutt me with that forehead. Okay? Boom. Okay? And push that headline back some more. And bro, I'm filing against her nursing license. It's gone. It's gone. She's not a doctor. She's a nurse. There's a difference. I'm sorry, y'all. Anybody that ever try to get out here and say Tasha K lying? I got to lie for your whole life right here. What I got to lie for? All right. We are about to head to TashaKLive.com for our exclusive on Vibes. We got an exclusive on Vibes Cartel Prison Girlfriend. Okay, so she's so cute too, y'all. Y'all take it easy on her, all right? She ain't know no better. All right, so we're gonna be listening to her interview. It's like a 15-minute interview on TashaKLive.com. We're also gonna unwind the Brandy situation, okay? Because I'm just tired of these folks out here just playing like Brandy was just all the way innocent or whatnot, okay? And that's just not it. Like, it's just so much more to the story. We're gonna unwind it and take it back. So she want to put a business out and claim that she, Wanye Morris committed statutory RAPE on her. Okay, girl. Okay. We'll talk about it. All of that coming up on TashaKLive.com. You do have to subscribe to TashaKLive.com. Oh, and to YouTube, we got the interview of the year. When I tell you I came through for y'all, when I tell you I came through, all that damn fighting and fussing y'all been doing with these other so-called content creators that only want to talk about me, I was behind the scenes working for you. When I tell you we got the interview of a century, this interview is better than any Bilal interview that we have ever done. Simon Gubadia. When I tell you Simon Gubadia came with the receipts, he said something that was so graphic about Portia. All I could do was this. And he described what he saw in a bathroom. And I just could not. I said, Simon, why would you say that? He said, because I don't give a no more. I'm tired of protecting this. I don't care. I said, I know they're going to drag me for this. They say, they out here lying said I said Portia was ugly. I ain't never said Portia was ugly. I said Portia was a bimbo. That's what I said. Portia ain't ugly now. I ain't never said that. Now, she's a beautiful black woman. You know what I'm saying? But she's just severely flawed. As we all are flawed, we all flawed. But Simon, he has had enough. And when I tell you I can tell you he does not suffer from erectile dysfunction because his was hard the entire interview talking because all that energy it took for him to state what he had to state in this hour and 45 minute. When I tell you I couldn't take no more, I said, we got to go, Simon. We have got to go. He's still emailing receipts this morning to this day. We was on the phone last night because I'm in Mexico City right now. And so we was on the phone last night because he in Dubai. And he talked a little bit about, too, living in Dubai and the bombs and all that stuff. So we got it all. When I tell you this is the best interview that I have done since Bilal, you guys are going to be in a chokehold for months. And I will tell you this, Portia, if I were you, I would sue Simon for what he said about you in this interview. It's me visualizing what he said he saw her doing in the bathroom. I said, he is so pissed. He is so pissed. I'm not getting sued. Everything's alleged. Even my name's alleged. I'm not getting sued. They have been legally going back and forth. He claims that she got him deported. You got to understand, Simon is mad because he started dumping. Like when he first met Portia, immediately Portia was like, according to him, I want to retire. I don't want to do reality TV no more. So he was like, well, how much would it cost? And this is the type of man y'all need, bro. Like, seriously, it's the same thing my husband did. How much would it cost for you to be able to live your lifestyle? She said $30K. Simon started dropping $30,000 a month into her account so she wouldn't have to work anymore or do reality TV. These are the type of men, and y'all be laughing at Africans. Scamming or not. Y'all be laughing at Africans. Y'all be going over here to go get BBLs in Colombia, come back and sell it to the lowest bidder here in the United States. Meanwhile, in Africa, there is a man that would love to wife you and take you off the streets. They would love to pay off the BBL before you get there. And I'm not saying Simon is an angel because I got in his ass too. I said, Simon, you can't come on my show saying up all this stuff like you ain't do nothing. He said, I did my therapy. I did my trauma therapy and I'm holding mine and I know what my trauma is. I I know what my issues are, but we're not gonna play like these women. And he dragged Fallon too. Fallon, my God, Fallon, please say sorry to this man. Say sorry to this man. This man is done tricking. He is done tricking. He done. This interview is due to premiere on Friday on TashaKLive.com. TashaKLive.com. Y'all better have them subscriptions up and active, because when I tell you social media is finna bounce, they finna bounce. I was like, my husband was like, because the way I had to do the interview, I had to do it phone to phone, because I was on WhatsApp with him, because I'm in a foreign country, and so is he, because I'm in Mexico City, here in Dubai. And so my husband was sitting there trying to go to sleep, and he woke up when he started talking about Portia in the bathroom. I was like, what the? I can't even look at her the same no more. I said, babe, I was like, should we cut this out? He was like, no. We didn't say it. He said it, and these winos is thirsty, so you gonna give it to him. So y'all shout out to Shaq, because I was gonna cut that part out of the interview, but he said don't do it. So yeah, it is what it is. Okay. All that and more. We about to head over to TashaKLive.com right now. Don't forget, guys. All right. Anybody that is hell bent on helping me to try to get out of this bankruptcy early, the Venmo link is here. We were banned on Cash App for fraudulent activity because they said we had too many donations coming in a short span of time, and they just ain't had time to figure out why it was coming in or whatnot. And normally creators don't make this kind of money this fast, and y'all was throwing that money. So throw it to the Zelle. This is the Zelle up here. This is the Zelle link, so you can scan that.
That's the GoFundMe link. GoFundMe.
Oh, that's the GoFundMe link, but we do have Zelle. And Zelle is, what's the email, Jason, to Zelle? I thought Jason had sent you the, oh, Lord, to the Zelle too, because the Zelle go right to the account. I don't know. I'll post it on the other show because I thought he was watching, but he ain't. So, all right. All right, but you can go to the GoFundMe. Anything over $250 that you donate, email me. If you got something you want us to share, a product or whatever, we'll share it across our platform. You should get something in return for that, okay? $250. Don't forget, we are working on the courses. They should be ready in a couple of weeks. We'll open up beta testing for the courses. And so a couple of y'all can get in there and give us some critique on it, on improvements and things like that. And then we'll roll it out to the public, okay? We're going to get some money in your pocket. Y'all see me put plenty of money, millions of dollars into companies over the years and helping them to build companies from scratch out of their kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Helping creators who rent I paid, and now they, was making $20,000, $30,000 a month between YouTube and other advertising rights and stuff like that. And now they back making nothing, okay? Working at Amazon. But ain't nothing wrong with working at Amazon. I'm just saying, I know my shit works. Y'all know it worked too, okay? Y'all know it worked too. All right. So I love it. Y'all stay tuned. Don't forget, guys, to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget, guys, to head over to shoptkdeals.com. Use your coupon code TK10. The oil of oregano is almost out. Y'all bought almost all of that, okay? I think there's like 100 bottles left, and there was like 5,000. There was 5,000. There's 100 left. So once this is sold out, we got to wait for the supplier to bring us more. Okay. Yeah. So get them now or forever hold your peace. Don't forget, guys, the sea moss drops are our number one seller. Everybody needs a multivitamin. I prefer liquid drops. That's why I do deals with these companies to push them, because they're highly absorbable. Okay. And so your body instantly absorbs them before breaking down a pill. Sometimes pills are built in plastic and everything like that. So this is a top seller, 10,000 milligrams of our sea moss, organic, of course. And don't forget, guys, your liquid D3. It is still cold in some parts of the world. It's not a lot of sun. And as Black folk, the older we get, the more D3 we need. This is 10,000 liquid IUs, highly absorbable. I think this is on sale right now, using the TK 10% off. I think it's like $29 if I'm not mistaken. So the company is running a deal. So make sure you scratch that up before it's gone. And don't forget, guys, sugar case, we only down to 6 bottles. So once those are gone, we got to wait till more restocked. Okay. All that and more. Thank y'all so much for the support. Head over to shoptkdeals.com to use the coupon code TK10 to get 10% off your first order. I love you guys. Okay. And am I missing anything, Jasmine? If you want to advertise on the platform, please feel free to hit me at unWineWithTashaK@gmail.com. unWineWithTashaK@gmail.com. If you do donate to the GoFundMe, anything over $250, please email us at unWineWithTashaK@gmail.com and have your stuff ready so we can share, shout you out, or whatnot. Also, if you have tips, hit my tip line. It comes right to my phone, 323-405-WINO, 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 okay? I love you guys. Thank you for all of the love and support, and I'll see you guys in a minute on TashaKLive.com. Let's get it!
That is the #1 reason Americans file for bankruptcy, and soon they're going to be reporting on your credit. And usually the medical debt is not your fault. If medical bills are overwhelming you, bankruptcy can stop the collection calls and get rid of the medical debt and allow you to focus on healing instead of worrying about being sued over medical debt. I'm Chad Van Horn, and if you're buried in medical debt, give me a call today and let's find a way out.
We don't get enough liquid D3. We don't get enough vitamin D. And so I personally have to supplement this particular vitamin D that I travel with all the time, and I make sure that I never run out of, is 10,000 IUs, gluten-free, vegetarian, as a vitamin E and vitamin C base, okay? And so it's very highly absorbable. There are some fantastic reviews on shoptkdeals.com of women who claim that they couldn't even lift their arms. And by taking vitamin D3, which helps your body to absorb calcium, and the calcium feeds the bones, they can now raise their arms, they're less pain and things like that.
You want another spoon?
I do.
Kim is the best lover I ever had.
No man is going to marry you because they're never going to think that they're better than Cam. They'll you, but they won't marry you just because you made that statement.
And what you don't have is a good nigga, because the shit that comes out of your mouth is wild. I can't even believe you're a wife. So how dare you?
A normal, healthy-minded, with great self-esteem 40-year-old woman wouldn't have allowed Cam to play with her the way that him and his boys play with you, like you were a dumb bird who didn't understand money or anything like that. He complimented you in the process to gaslight you, but he let his friends who knew you play with you. Where you going? Where's she going? Why she can't see him on her side, Jasmine? Why she can't see him on her side? Where'd you go?
Girl, let me tell you something. Let me tell you the difference between me and when people are going to step into my platforms. All right?
Okay, all right, cool. I'm listening. After months of planning and negotiating, I am excited to announce that shoptkdeals.com is now extended to you. If you are a creator like myself, or maybe you're just a stay-at-home mom, or maybe you're just someone that just wants to make passive income as well as main income, shoptkdeals.com now offers that invitation to you. So which means you can become an affiliate partner and make anywhere from 30 to 40% on each sale that you make on shoptkdeals.com, okay? And so listen, I'm excited to work with you guys. I'm excited to train you guys. Not only will I be training you, we'll be hosting webinars, sales calls, and all that to make sure that we're all successful and we keep all of these brands happy. So I want you guys to stop what you're doing now. Go on over to the website, shoptkdeals.com, hit join my sales team, and I will see you guys on our sales call, okay?